Hey, Emma, can you quit using my garage all the time? There are moments when I need it but can't because your car is there. Like today, when I came back from shopping and had to park at a metered spot because of your car. And it'd be nice if you paid for the parking fee too.
Huh? Aren't you being a bit rude to the Mom's Friend Center?
It doesn't matter if you're the center of the group or not. Don't you think that parking without permission isn't cool?
But Hannah, you're part of the Mom Friends too, right? I'm letting you be in our group, so it's no big deal if I park there once in a while.
So, if I leave the Mom Friends group, you'll stop parking here without permission?
Huh? Won't that make your kid lonely? Is it okay to make your own child sad?
Are you saying you'll make the other kids exclude my child from being their friend?
Yeah. It's like my child and I are the cool kids at school. If my child excludes yours, he'll be hated by the whole class and school, right?
Let's not involve the children in this, please.
Then just let me use your garage.
Please, enough. Earlier, when my mother-in-law came to visit, she couldn't park because your car was there.
But I left enough space for one car.
Her car is big, so she couldn't park when yours was there.
Well, she could have used metered parking, right?
That's what she did. If your car wasn't there, she wouldn't have had to pay extra fees. It's really not cool.
So where do you want me to park then? Do you want me to park in the street and risk getting a fine?
If you need to park, you can use the metered spots or ask for permission to use the nearby parking lot. Just using someone else's property without asking is a mistake, in my opinion.
Stop complaining. Whatever you say, I'll still use the garage.
Can you please just stop using it? It's causing us a lot of trouble.
Yeah, I'll use it again soon, the day after tomorrow. I have things to do, so keep it open for me.
Wait! Can you please cut it out? Emma, is the luxury car parked in my garage right now yours?
Yep, I got a new car. It's multi-purpose for both my husband and me. I've always wanted a Benz.
I didn't ask to hear about that.
What? Did you want to complain about the parking again?
Yes. We will be leaving soon, so we want you to take it out of here soon.
No can do. I'm out busy myself. Actually, I'm already on the train and cannot return.
Train? Where are you so early in the morning?
Does it matter? We're enjoying a little sightseeing. It's possible I won't return today.
That'll be a problem. Here we're going to close the garage shutters soon and head out.
It's fine if you don't close the shutters. Actually, that would help ensure the safety of my luxury car.
You said this car was for you and your husband, right? Is it all right for the car to be parked like this?
It's fine. It's fine. My husband is out on a work trip until the day after tomorrow, so he won't find out. We went sightseeing together.
Won't find out? Is this something you feel guilty about?
Guilty? About what?
Are you cheating with your sightseeing partner?
Oh, come on. You're always jumping to conclusions, Hannah. Can't we have a civilized conversation without assuming the worst? Anyway, I need to leave my car in your garage for a bit. I trust you won't let anything happen to it. And hey, as a bonus, I'll let you stay in the Mother's Friends group and give you a little special treatment. You know, just to spice things up.
Emma, I really don't care about your special treatment or being the center of attention. That's not what makes me happy or fulfilled in life.
Oh, really? You don't think there's any higher honor than receiving special treatment from the most popular person in the group? You're quite the unique one, Hannah.
I couldn't care less about being in the spotlight or receiving special treatment from you, Emma. What matters more to me is honesty, respect, and genuine connections. And speaking of honesty, let's not forget that you often park your car in my garage without permission.
Oh, come on, Hannah. It's just for tonight. Keep it there until tomorrow morning, and then I'll come pick it up. You could handle it, right?
Wait a second. Tomorrow morning? That's longer than I expected. What if I need to use my garage? We didn't discuss this beforehand, Emma.
Hello. Sorry for contacting you late. I'll be coming over to get my car at 8 tonight. I'll also be using your garage tomorrow morning. If you refuse, you'll be excluded from the mother's friends group. So be quiet and listen to what I say.
Right now I am overseas. The garage shutters are closed.
Huh? Are you serious?
Yes. That's why I told you we wanted you to hurry and take your car.
Where did he go overseas?
We're in Hawaii?
Hawaii? When are you coming home? You'll be back tomorrow, right?
A whole week will not work. My husband will be back the day after tomorrow. That person wants to use it too.
Come back immediately.
Please don't ask for the impossible. We are in the middle of our trip. I definitely loathe to be told to stop my trip midway by you.
By me. Do you know what will happen if you oppose the center of the mother's friends group?
Even if you say such, what is impossible remains impossible. Don't destroy the shutters or anything like that.
If you don't want me to destroy them, then come home tonight. If you don't, I will destroy them.
Please just stop it! If you do something like that, I will call the police.
Anyway, why didn't I hear anything about you traveling overseas? Why didn't you tell me something so important?
I tried to tell you, but you one-sidedly ended the discussion, didn't you?
Are you trying to say it's my fault?
No matter how I look at it, I think it's your fault. Anyway, we won't be back for a week, so please wait for your car until then.
Hey, if you won't come back, I won't show mercy. It's your fault that my husband found out I was cheating. What are you going to do about this?
Cheating? Emma, you've been cheating on him? I only knew that you really did try to destroy my shutters, and others in the neighborhood reported you, so the police dragged you away.
After that, my husband came home from a business trip and pressed me as to where and whom I had gone with. And then he found out I had been using his money, and how I had been using his money on my boyfriend.
Could it be that you were using my garage to meet up with your boyfriend?
Yes. My house is far from the station. To meet him, I'd have to take the train, and your house is so close to the station. It was perfect.
So that's what that was about. Then you are with this guy you've been cheating with yesterday as well?
Is that so bad?
Emma, you're a married woman. I think cheating by itself is bad.
Thanks to you, my husband told me he wants a divorce and left the house.
But you were cheating because you don't have feelings for your husband, right? If you really cared about your family, I don't think you'd be cheating in the first place.
I was just having some fun at first. But then we started to meet outside of the bar. He showed me how serious he was about us. So I also got serious. So I was thinking I could just split up with my husband and remarry him.
The bar. Was this at a club?
Yeah. Is that so bad? He was a smooth talker at the club. He told me how he loved me from the bottom of his heart. It seemed like he was putting marriage into view.
So you're fine with leaving your husband and quickly marrying him? To me, I find it hard to believe that guy really loves you, Emma.
Huh? What do you understand about him? Can you not just say things like that?
I see. Then I won't say anything about it. I will be fine. So long as you pay compensation for the shutters that you destroyed.
Pay compensation? What do I have to give money to a slave like you?
Are you saying that I am a slave?
Yes. As the center of the group, all my mother friends are my slaves. So you are one of my slaves.
What terrible things to say. Because you say things like that. The other mother friends have come to hate you.
Hate me? They hate me? The center of our group? They should respect me.
The other mother friends have said they would cut all ties with you if you would leave the neighborhood.
Huh? I'm leaving the neighborhood?
After you divorce your husband, it's inevitable that you move, isn't it? I don't think that a housewife like you could afford to pay the lease to your high-rise.
Please don't decide on something like that. I haven't decided on the divorce.
But your husband said he is divorcing you?
How do you know about that?
I heard about it from your husband.
Huh? What do you mean?
The truth is, I have been in communication with your husband.
How do you know my husband's contact information? Don't tell me. Have you been cheating with my husband?
We are not like you, so it's nothing like that. The other mother friends texted me that your husband wanted to apologize for you, so we found a way to get in touch. Unlike with you, I could talk some sense to your husband. It is relieving to know that your child will be taken care of by someone like that.
Could you not talk like it's settled that we will divorce? I don't want to divorce him.
Even if you don't want to, if your husband says he wants to, you have to follow suit. Legally speaking, it's decided that you have no right to stop the divorce since you were cheating on him, Emma.
Is that true?
Yes. If you don't think that's right, why don't you look it up online?
It's true. It says if I'm careless, it could go to court. If I lose the case, I'll have to pay the judicial fees. And because the cause for divorce is adultery, if we split up, custody would go to my husband.
That's right. I would think your child doesn't want to be raised by a cheating mother. For the sake of your child, I think it's best for your husband to raise him. And if you'd raise him, he'd grow up to be like you.
What do you mean, be like me?
It seems like your son has been harassing other kids at school, right? According to what I've heard from my son, it sounds like he's doing it on your orders. Emma, you've been ordering him to pick on the kids of the mother friends you don't like, haven't you?
They're the ones at fault for defying me. It's what they deserve.
It seems like your husband did not know that you were doing this, so he was quite surprised about it.
Huh? You told this to my husband?
That's right. Have you heard nothing from your husband? He just said, I can't live with you anymore, and left.
Around now, he's probably at my in-laws' place?
Is your son with your husband?
Yes. He took our son with him. He said he'd come back after a little bit, so I thought maybe he didn't intend to divorce me.
I think he's probably going to meet with your parents and his parents, and that's why he left. Then after they have come to a conclusion, he'll return to you and continue the divorce talks.
I don't want to divorce him. Someday, I've been thinking, but it's too soon.
What do you mean?
He, right now, doesn't have stable work. He's in a band, and if they ever get major debut, he said he'd want to marry me. He said, if we'd marry now, I'm not confident I could make you happy. He's saying it's unreasonable to marry until his band's major debut.
Where has the money for him to pour into the band been coming from?
It doesn't matter where it's been coming from.
It's been coming from your husband, hasn't it? You're a housewife. And at lunch meetings, when we're together and when we go shopping, you get the mother friends to pay for you. It doesn't seem like you have a big surplus of money.
Ugh. Seriously? Must you always pry into every little thing, Hannah? It's none of your business how I choose to spend my husband's money. He married me because he loves me, and part of his role as a husband is to let me use his money freely. It's called being supportive.
My mistake. I didn't realize your husband was an ATM, Emma. Treating your spouse like a walking bank account might explain why he seems to have lost affection for you.
Just shut up, Hannah. You have no idea what you're talking about. You think you understand me, but you don't. You have no right to be so critical of my choices.
Fine, Emma. If that's how you feel, I won't say another word. However, just so you know, I will be sending you a claim for compensation for the damages to my shutters. I'll calculate the amount and get in touch with you about it later.
There's no way I'm going to pay for that. It's out of the question for me right now. I have other priorities, you know.
Whether you say you can pay it or not, you will be held responsible for the damages caused. Ignoring your obligations won't make them disappear. Well, I'm currently on a trip, so I'll bid you farewell for now.
Oh, great. Just run away on your little trip. Typical. But don't think this is over, Hannah. We'll address this issue when you return. Goodbye for now, I guess. So many things are happening right now, my head can't keep up.
Hello, Emma. I was about to contact you to confirm it, so this is a great time. Have you had a good look at the bill I sent?
I saw it, but now is not the time for that.
What I've heard through the grapevine is that it seems your husband has divorced you. Are you going to be moving away now?
That's right. Beyond that, I was quite shocked.
Is it about him?
How do you know that?
some way or another? He was quick to discard you, wasn't he?
Yes. I don't see any reason to go out with a poor old lady like you, so farewell, he said. Isn't that just awful? Even though I sunk around $35,000 into him?
He almost certainly just thought of you as a sugar mama. Like you treated your husband as an ATM, I can't help but think he treated you as an ATM as well.
This is just awful. Why must these things happen to me? My husband told me to return the money I took from him on my own accord. I was told I have to pay child support. I don't have the money.
Then I think you have no choice but to go to work. Of course, you also have to pay for the repairs I'm billing you for. As if I'll pay that! Why must I pay out money to a slave? You're calling me a slave, but since you're going to stop mothering your child, you won't be part of the mother friends anymore, right?
I won't be acting as a mother anymore, but I will still be the center of the group.
Why would that be?
Because that's what I've decided, obviously. That I am of a higher status and will not change.
That's not any reason at all.
Shut up, shut up. Anyway, I have the shock of being dumped by him, and now my heart is crushed by anxiety. Please don't say anything more to cause me pain.
But all of this is just reaping what you've sown, Emma. Isn't it because of your own selfish actions that those around you broke away from you? And that's what has made you all alone?
Could you not lecture me so imprudently? Who made you so high and mighty?
Sorry if that was rude of me. Well, then my communications henceforth will be through my lawyer. Since talking to you directly doesn't work.
Lawyer?
I have finished consulting with my lawyer so that we can properly collect the money. If you say you won't pay, I am prepared to go to court.
I don't want to go to court.
Then just pay the compensation. As for us, if you just pay up, that'll be enough. And then I'd block your number.
Wait, Hannah! Please, just wait up for a moment. I'm trying to explain how awful it would be for me to be all alone. Are you really saying that you want to stop being my friend? Can't we find a way to work through this?
Yes, Emma, that's exactly what I'm saying. To be blunt, I want to sever all ties with you. It's become clear to me that our friendship has become toxic, and I believe it's best for both of us to move on.
No, please. This is just so awful to hear. Up until now, we had gotten along well, or at least I thought so. Can't we find a way to save our friendship? I don't want to lose you, Hannah.
Emma, the truth is, throughout our friendship, you've often looked down on me and belittled me. It's not a healthy dynamic, and if you want to avoid being alone for the rest of your life, I strongly suggest you work on fixing that characteristic of yours. Cutting ties may be a necessary step for both of us to grow individually.
Please, Hannah, let's not make any hasty decisions. Can we take some time to calm down and have an honest conversation about our issues? I don't want to lose you as a friend. I'm willing to put in the effort to change and make things right between us.
After that whole incident, Emma decided it was best to leave the neighborhood. Rumor has it that she's now living in a rundown apartment, maybe to avoid any potential legal action. It's not the most glamorous move, but I guess it's her way of dealing with the consequences. Surprisingly, shortly after she left, Emma managed to scrape together the money that I had been seeking from her. I'm not entirely sure how she did it, but my guess is that she got a loan from somewhere. Desperate times call for desperate measures, right? Ever since then, it seems like Emma has been on a non-stop hustle, working tirelessly every day. I've spotted her a few times working shifts at the local convenience store. It's a tough gig, and I can't help but wonder if this whole experience has changed her in some way. She appears disheartened, worn out by the constant chase for payment and the weight of her mistakes. It's also worth noting that her child and husband now live with her in-laws. It seems like her husband has taken it upon himself to raise their son from scratch, without Emma's direct influence. It's a challenging situation for them all, I'm sure. Perhaps being separated from her family has made Emma realize the gravity of her wrongdoings and the impact they had on her loved ones. Life has a funny way of teaching us lessons, and it seems like Emma is learning hers the hard way. As she faces the consequences of her actions, I can't help but hope that she will find a way to make amends and grow from this experience.